So it's similar to if you did Saturday, similar to Saturday's piece, different movements, okay, different reps, but same time domains. So you've got 3 4-minute AMRAPs. Oh, we've got Laurie. Okay, I'll just wait for Laurie to join up, and then I'll talk you through. You can see some of them coming through there already. Some of the AMRAPs. Hey, Laurie. I'm just going through the workout brief now. So we'll go through this 3 4-minute AMRAPs. Your first one, really dead simple. It's kind of like Cindy without pull-ups. So you've got 5 sit-ups instead, going through and then doing 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. Okay. So yeah, going through those movements. Same thing, Kim, you can do a hover if you want with 2 taps. I was looking at another one called it's a quadruped hover. Okay, I'm going to get you to do a new one today, actually. So just for Kim quickly. So you're going through, and instead of your sit-ups, try and keep your hips steady. You're going to be in that plank position, and then you're going to go tap, okay, tap, tap, tap. So 2 taps or 1 rep, stretching out, but we're trying not to shift your hips either side or move. So not too bad, and that's going to get quite nicely pushed, coupled with push-ups. You're then doing 10 push-ups, 15 squats, 4 minutes. So it's like a 4-minute Cindy, which is quite short, but you'll get a lot of reps out with that. Nothing that challenging in that movement. Then you're going to go through and do 4-minute AMRAP. We've got handstand push-ups, 5 reps, or you can do a pike. So just remember the pike, the hips are high. So for the first movements, keeping those hips up. The goal is as well, if I'm in that position, is try and head through, but then my finished position, I want my forearms, hips to stay high, forearms to stay vertical, drop my head down, straight back and get my head through the arms. Okay, so that position, pushing through in the pike. If I'm going down like this, I know I need to maybe shift my weight further forwards and then drive through. So I'm loading those shoulders up a little bit. Okay, so that's the pike. You've got your pistols. Okay, tough movement. You can also go pistol lunge, which I really like as a scale. Okay, so you've got the pistol lunge, which is just control it down. There's 2 different scales you can use with it. So I could just go through, pistol down. First scale is to lunge. Think of my knee coming in line with my ankle. Okay, so it's more of a squat position. I can then come up. I'm using the top of my foot, not the ball of the foot or the toes, to assist me as little as possible. And I'll drive through again. Up, try and take my foot off the floor very early. So you saw that as I came through. I'm coming up, using my foot as much as I need, but then trying to take my foot up as early as possible. If you're getting that one, then you can go to the next one where you keep the foot off the floor. So you just go through, okay, going down, tap, up, okay, where the knee just hits. So that's the scale to the pistol. If you love a pistol, and of course do pistols as well. Okay, so 10 of those, plank rotations, okay, so you're just going to be side on. I'll go side on for now. So that through, nice and tight, 15 of these. So that would be 1, get my hips to touch, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, so 15 plank rotations. Okay, next one we're going is down up. Okay, so another 4-minute AMRAP, you have a rest, and then we're going to be doing 10 of each. So the second one I'll show you again, so it's 5, 10, 15. Last one, 10, 10, 10. Okay, you're going through down ups, okay, 10 reps, and then you're going through and you're going to hit a total of 10 sit throughs, okay, and then you're going to go through and do a 10 lunge with skip again. Okay, so I know you were with me the other day and you did lunge with skip. So 10 lunge with skip, okay, and that's alternating lunges though, okay. So see if you can do that, or you can do 5 on each side. So you know what all those movements are. Do you know what you'll do as a scale for the sit through, Kim?
Superman. Well, I don't know. It was like
you can do Superman.
Yesterday. Yeah. What about the plank rotation? Do I just do side plank?
Yeah.
Things. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you can do a side plank rotation and do roughly like go one side once, one side the next.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Thank you.
And you show a lunge with skip. I wasn't here when we did that before.
So lunge. All that is a back lunge. So you do a reverse lunge. Okay, have a knee drive. So you could just have a knee drive if you don't want to skip. That was a little skip anyway. My foot didn't leave the floor. All you're doing is going through, driving up, do it like you're running, drive.
Okay.
Drive. You could do 5 on one side, stand up, and then just 5 on the other side. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
So, or you could just have a knee drive at the top. So we did those yesterday as well. Okay, let's warm up. So best way to warm up is because we've got a fair bit of different squat patterns. Let's go into the bottom of our squats. Get those ankles warm. And we'll do some squat flow quickly to start. So just squatting down. Okay, so from there, we are going to start with maybe let's get the legs going in together this time. So we can do some internal rotation. The legs fold in, the chest folds in. And then we just drive the knees out. And then do that again 4 more times, so 5 total. 3. As we drive out, remember chest nice and tall. 5. And from there, we'll go 1 at a time. So we'll just go 1 drops in, 1 drives out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just getting the inner thighs open up. 5. And then again. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can throw those rotations through the chest now, the thoracic rotations. So opening up the upper back, we're reaching up tall. 5 total. 3, 4, and 5. And then we'll go the other way. So same thing down. 2. And 5. And then we're done there. What we are going to do is a couple of Cossack squats where we're going to go through. Nice wide stance coming up. So just going side to side in the Cossack. With the Cossack squat, try and think about keeping your chest quite upright, so don't lean into it too much for now. So just going to drive through, chest nice and tall, 5 on each side. 2. Okay, then you're going into a lunge and reach. So really emphasize the reach forward in these lunges. Where you've got the forward lunge, so you're gonna reach over that front leg. 1, ready, reach down. Then you're gonna lunge back. Nice and tall at the bottom. 5 times on each side. I'm gonna do these with you. All right, so finishing those up. We're going back into the Cossack. And then all we are going to go through is a low cross now. Okay, so the Cossack squat again, but this time we're staying, get down low, and then your goal is, you might be a lot more flexible than me, is crossing over the other side and staying low. So the whole time you've got a good stretch going through the inner thighs as we're stretching through. Same thing, just 5 each side, so it should go through fairly quickly, even if you are trying to be slow and smooth. 4, 5. Okay. Now, if you can, we're going to go through a few little reps now, where I want you to actually do just an inchworm, okay? Inchworm walkout, standing up, just 5 reps. You don't have to walk out too far. The main point I want you to focus on the inchworm is just a lot of flexion through the hips, stretching out the hamstrings. Okay, so just 5 inchworms, going through, really flexing through the hips as much as you can. Doesn't have to be too far out. Focus on keeping your hands flat on the floor for as long as possible, especially on the way back. So hands flat, hips high. And also when you're coming back down, how early can you get those hands flat on the floor? Walking through. Now this little movement, hopefully you've got enough room behind you. I know everyone's looking quite well set up there. We're going to do 5 candlestick, okay, what I call a candlestick get up or an atomic sit up. Okay, so we know the atomic sit-ups. So you got to roll through. How slowly can you do it can also be the challenge. So if I'm going through in that roll, think I'm going to roll back with a nice tight hollow position, okay? The goal is can you, now that we've warmed up a lot through the hamstrings, the ankles, can you squat down as low as possible, lean back, little hollow roll, and then how slow can you come up? So that was relatively quick. So you do 5 times. You're probably going to start your fastest for the first couple and then slow down. You might need to use your hands, which is absolutely fine as well. Okay, but challenge yourself. How slow can you come through that movement? How light can you be with your hands? Think of that compression at the bottom as well. So when you're at the bottom of that squat, so trying to keep the heels flat, getting those knees forward. So you're opening up the ankles as well, thinking about that forward lean, which is going to cross over to some of the pistol work.
This makes me feel like a tortoise where I can't get back up.
That's okay. That's okay. Don't worry too much about it if you can, okay? There's going to be a point, Kim, where it's like, right, this move doesn't work for me now. Okay. So you're going to have to probably think like a wider leg stance, using the arms. Use your arms to help yourself up. Yeah. Okay. This is like, how slow can you go? And all these movements, I think I'm going to announce it this week. I want to do some check-ins with people this weekend. So it's kind of going to be a low-key weekend because it's been quite busy. I want to do check-ins. And then the week after, I want to announce a partner comp again. So kind of mastering lots of these movements, atomic sit-ups, okay, things like the sit-throughs as well, will put you in good stead, okay, for some of the movements that are going to throw people off. So for lots of the lockdown livers, I think we've had lockdown live people win every bodyweight workout, every competition, okay. So we're going to start. Try a couple of the movements first up. So you might be practicing the pistol with the lunge as well.
is possibly practicing that movement a couple of times. So what sort of scale you're going to use. That's probably going to be the toughest movement to go through. So try a couple, see how you're going to scale that down. Reason, like, I don't mind a pistol to a sofa, which is fine, but most of the time people do tend to switch off when they're sort of going down onto that object. We want to kind of try and keep some good tension, keep some good balance. All right, I think we're looking good. I think everyone's trying their scales look quite good. That is, of course, going to be in the second piece. So the first piece, remember, it's the Cindy-Vit 4-minute AMRAP of 5, 10, 15. What's going to happen as well? We've got 12 minutes of work, yeah? We got to go through it all at least twice. Okay, so there's 24 minutes of work to get through today. We'll do it 2 times through. Okay, so we're going to go through, keep your score for the first time, because you're only going against yourself at the end of the day. So see how consistent you can get. So if you've got a little way of keeping track of rounds, do that. First one's going to be the fastest by far. Okay, you'll get the most rounds out. Okay, I'll get my 4-minute timer set. Any questions? Don't be afraid to ask me now. Right. Standing by. People in their sit-up positions already. Okay. Ready to go, guys. And by all means, you can have your volume on. I don't mind a bit of volume. Okay. So going through, everyone's shy, hiding their workout scores from everyone else. Okay. So we're going through in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. 5 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats. Okay. So it's a 4-minute piece. I'd say, Kim, when you're doing those taps, remember, try and get back in the hover position and keep your weight forward, yeah? Turn the music up, so. So 40 seconds in. So quite interesting to sort of see how different people work on the different workouts, the different AMRAPs, because obviously they are quite different in terms of some of the movements that we require. So just over 1 minute in, so 25% through the first AMRAP. So your goal is just to keep moving through. It's not ridiculously long. 4 minutes is a decent time. Okay, so keeping that movement where you can, keeping that quality. Nice, Jen. Nice, Meg, as well. So if you are feeling good in those squats, if you're feeling you can keep quite good form, your chest is up, your heels are grounded, then it's like, how fast can you go through? Extend all the way up there, Fran. So getting those hips through at the top, great speed though. Absolute rocket today. Okay. So we're coming up to that halfway point. Big thing on those squats, think about that knee drive there, Rich. It's looking much better. Okay, coming up, that is now halfway through. So you've got 2 minutes left on the clock. On the push-ups, it's all nice and tight. Begins to bite a little bit, those push-ups. If you're flying through this workout, those push-ups are what bites. I say, like, challenging yourself, how fast can you push those air squats out? But keep position. So we talk about points of performance on an air squat. Okay, that's going to help you as well build a big, strong squat at the same time. So make sure that your whole foot is on the ground. So you don't want the heels or the toes lifting off. You want to be able to keep your knee drive, so your knees going out, and then your chest up. Okay, if you start squatting too quickly and you lose one of them, the squats will get harder in the long run, and you'll gas out as well. So 1 minute. So done really well, people, getting through into that last minute. You've done well. Okay, nearly there now. Everyone's kept their same pace that they started with. Okay, last few seconds now coming into the end of the workout. You're gonna have a minute rest after this. We'll go through the next movements. So 30 seconds left. So trying to push the pace in some of those movements as long as you maintain that form. Okay, so everyone have their own limits. 20 seconds. Quick changes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Have a rest. So if you kept track of your rounds, you can write down maybe the rounds that you got then. We are going to come back and visit it. So do that. So we're going to get ready now for 5 handstand push-ups or 5 pike push-ups. Okay, you got the 10 pistols of your choice, how you're going to progress that. And then 15 of those plank rotations. We're in the plank. We're getting the hips to tap either side now. Okay, so 5, 10, 15. That's the rep range or rep scheme again. You've got 25 seconds. Okay, so 20 seconds. 5 handstand push-ups, 10 pistols, 15 plank rotations in 10 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. So same thing, it's a 4-minute piece. Nice, Meg. Lindsay as well. It's nice and challenging on that soft surface there, Lindsay, for the pistols. I'm seeing some great progressions, great movements as well on those pistols. I'm really liking that. So the pistol style lunges, really, really good movements for actually stability as well in your squats. So in those plank rotations, if you're staying nice and tight, you are going to move so much quicker if you can get some good movement through the shoulders. Okay, keep that midline connected, keeping the glutes engaged. 2 minutes in. So you're going to tick through a few less rounds than you did the last one. Okay, 2 minutes in. So 2 minutes 10, I should say now. So you're getting to the end of that round, fighting for it, trying to push the pace. So can you get close to those 2? Good work. 90 seconds on that clock. It's the thing about where we can lean as well in the pistols. Obviously leaning forward, leaning over the leg, that's working if the knee's caving in. Okay. Coming up to that last minute now. So 1 minute on the clock. Nice, Jen. You've got this. Keep moving through. So last sort of 45 seconds. Moving through like lightning. So you've got it. Last little bit. Few seconds to go. So 20 seconds. 10 10 seconds left. People really did move through fast in the second part. Everyone else sort of picked up speed. 3, 2, 1. Oh, well done. Good work. Fast finish for that one. I think people did a little bit of learning on the pistol movements as well. Okay, and the plank rotations. So give yourselves a minute rest. So we've got now, write your scores down. We've got the down ups. Yep. The sit throughs. Okay, and that lunge with skip. Just remember on the sit throughs what we're looking at doing. It's 10 of each. Okay, we're trying to get our butt on the floor in the sit through. Yeah, so when you are hitting those reps, make sure for it to count that we do pop through. Okay, butt touches the floor. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah, get your bum down. Okay. 15 seconds. And after, I do prefer a down up over a burpee as a scale for home. So 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So 10 down ups. So why I prefer a down up to a burpee, especially for workouts at home where there's no target to reach, it forces you to stand tall by being flat on the floor with the feet. Okay. You can really sort of emphasize that open hip. I know Meg did a bunch of burpees yesterday. So going through. Now don't worry about my timer. I may have ripped you off by a minute in the last piece. That's why everyone seemed to move very quickly. Okay, it might have been a 3-minute AMRAP. Okay. So don't worry. So this one, don't worry about the buzzer. We're going a minute past the buzzer. So remember those lunges. Down ups again. I know Fran yesterday was probably feeling maybe, was it yesterday morning? A little bit tired maybe? Because she's on it today. Okay. So good work, people. Everyone moving well, though. Laurie fighting with the dog. Okay. So great work. Coming up to 2 minutes. I've got to remember my time started a minute late, or so coming up to that halfway mark soon. I did think in the one piece that minute went very quickly. It's because the last one was only 3 minutes long. I gave you a minute short. So that is halfway through now. 2 minutes in. So opening up through the hips. On those down ups again, so nice open hips, knees are straight on the down ups. Laurie moving well as well today. Okay. So nice, Meg. So that's the one challenge on those sit throughs. You got this, Fran, is going through. How much of a rhythm can you get? It's all about that rhythm. So nice and compressed. Don't worry about that buzz on my phone. We've got 1 minute left. It's inside that last minute. So the lunge, the key is all about linking your arms up, yeah? Getting those arms in rhythm. That's going to keep your balance. Just like when we're running. We don't normally have to think when we run in terms of how our arms move. Some people might. You've got 25 seconds. .15 seconds left. So last push for the end of that first run through. I'm going to give you 2 minutes recovery after this piece. So you're coming out in 5 seconds. Good work, people. Keep moving through. 2, 1, resting. Great stuff. Well done. So write your scores down. Obviously, the one round was only 3 minutes. So it will be bigger the second time through. But give yourself 2 minutes now. 2 minutes recovery. You can walk around, move around. Okay? Get lactic acid out the legs. Also, a lot of us ran quite far about 2 weeks ago. So another thing to look at is also foot treatment. So looking out for your feet. So if you've got something like a lacrosse ball at home, I don't know if anyone does, but I don't know what people are, but like spend some time mashing those feet. I know lots of us as well are still running regularly. So mash those feet a lot. If your feet are quite tight, yeah, so those are your toes. If they normally be like that, and they tighten up from all the running, okay? If we're trying to balance, spread the toes as well, it's going to be harder. So big thing. If you're getting ankle pain as well, look at the bottom of your feet, okay? Will make you feel a lot better. Rich hasn't stopped working out yet. He's getting the extra minute in there. Rich takes no breaks. 40 seconds. Okay, 40 seconds and we're going for that. The first piece of the sit-ups, the push-ups, the air squats. If you remembered what you got, okay, try and beat it now. So you've had a good recovery. That was your warm-up, okay? Now you're ready to go. Okay, so 20 seconds. Ten seconds. In 5, good luck. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You've got this, people. 4 minutes. Nice work, people. So that keeping that balance. Squats all about your balance. The weight shouldn't be falling forward. Okay, or backwards on the air squats. Think about that hip extension as well. Everyone's going to be able to extend the hip. Depth is going to be different for everyone though, okay? But extending the hips is one thing we can all do. That's it, just keeping those positions. Trying to beat those last couple of rounds. That's a great downward dog by your dog. Okay, stretching out there. Okay. Or she, I should say, is it a she? 30 seconds. Okay, so you've got most of the workout still left. We're coming up to that halfway point. So lots of people sort of ticking through. Make sure as well, in the push-ups, butt tight, belly tight. Yeah. Okay, coming up halfway point. So that is 2 minutes. For a lot of people as well, if your back gets really blown in like an air squat, especially standing up at the top and that back's tight, have a look at your hip flexors as well. So stretches such as the couch stretch you can do at home. Okay, key ones. And then if we can get those hip flexors nice and stretched and flexible, then looking at your abs, so stabilizing movements. Okay, lots of single leg work's great for that as well. 90 seconds. So if you battle with single leg stability and you get a sore back, that's probably telling you something that you need to work on that balance, that you need to work on those stabilizers. There's lots of single leg movements. Okay, lots of bracing. 1 minute 15. You guys doing well. Remember, you're competing with that first round. You're competing against yourselves. So big push. I know you're a little bit more fatigued, but you've got 1 minute left. Okay, so quick transitions, squats for days. Okay, sit-ups should be a piece of cake as well for most of us. Okay, because there's only 5. We've done plenty more in the lockdown workouts before. Okay, the push-ups are what's going to be challenging. It's keeping that form, breaking it down as we need. Maybe varying that hand position. Coming into the last 35 seconds. So can we finish that round? If you've just started one, can you finish it? 25 seconds. $15 seconds left. In 10. Here we go, people. 5 seconds. Good work. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay. Let the heart rate drop in that minute. Write your score down if you can. Remember it. Okay. Or you might know in your head if you beat the last one. We're going through now. Okay. And hitting that 4-minute AMRAP. It was 3 minutes last time. Okay. So it's 5 handstand push-ups or pike push-ups, 10 pistols, 15 plank rotations. Okay, so you got about 30 seconds. $15 seconds. I'm gonna reset my timer for this. 10 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. So 4 minutes worth. So 10 pistols, 10 pistols, 10 pistols. Let's go. Sorry. 5 handstand push-ups. 5, 10, 15 in this round. So yeah, the pistol planks, you might be going on those pistol progressions. You might go all on one side, which is fine. You can alternate. I don't mind. Okay, as long as we try and balance out the legs. Don't neglect one side. 15 sit-throughs. Okay, so not sit-throughs, plank rotations. I got confused because I saw Lindsay doing the sit-throughs. Okay, and I wasn't looking at my ball that's right in front of me. Okay, there's a lot to remember. There's 9 movements today. So those plank rotations, yeah. Okay, 1 minute 15. I apologize. Okay, so going through 2 minutes 40 left on the clock. Arms will be getting pretty tired now. A lot of bracing, a lot of pressing, even in the down ups and the sit throughs in the next round. Okay, and then the push ups in the first round. It's crazy how much a down up takes out of your arms as well. So coming up to that halfway point. So people are looking like they're on track for sort of 3-4 rounds. Sting out that mobility in the hamstrings. So as you said, if you battle for like a pistol, the mobility wise, things like seated pike compressions, obviously doing lots of hamstring stretches as well, mobility drills through the hamstrings and the ankles will help you. Okay, here we go. 1 minute and 40 seconds left. So you're in their rhythm, in that stride. Remember, this is going to be a minute longer than last time because I messed up. So I'll let you know when you get to 3. Okay, but we're going 4 minutes total. Breaking it down. Good compression at the top there, Laurie. So getting the head through at the top of the movement in those pikes. Same thing on the handstand push-ups as well. If you are hitting them, it's getting the head through at the top. Let's go, Jen, you got it. So if you're battling for that balance, what you can do is also think about reaching forward in those lunges, okay? Just to get your weight over the front foot. That's what we're trying to do, okay? You're getting your center over the front. That's why the knee's quite close. Okay, 40 seconds. So last push. I missed the 3 minutes, but 40 seconds left. Nearly there, 30 seconds to keep moving. So good rotations in those planks as well. Backs love a bit of rotation generally. Okay, 15 seconds. 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, we've got a minute. So the last piece, people, you've done well. You've done 20 minutes or 19 minutes so far of Metcons. We've got the last 4 to go. Okay, the down ups, this is the gassiest one. The down ups, the sit throughs, the lunge with the skip. Okay. So 30 seconds. Okay. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So 4-minute piece. So nice and light, skipping through. I like that rhythm there. Lots of people in the sit through is looking a lot more comfortable. Okay. The closer you can get your butt to your hand as well, stay nice and compressed in the sit through, okay, will mean it's a little bit quicker and a little less on the shoulders. Okay. There's a lot of shoulders with the down ups and the sit throughs. So with those lunges, as you get that arm pattern happening, get that balance happening with the arms and the legs. Okay, all about just keeping that body synced up. The legs will want to throw your body off balance. So it's getting the hand in the right position. 90 seconds in. Fans down up, it's looking smooth. Laurie's looking quick today as well, actually. So hope your back's feeling a bit nicer today, a bit friendlier. Okay. So going through 2 minutes and 10 left, nearly halfway through, people. So good push. That's it, Jen. Nice, Kim. Just keeping those hips as steady as possible. That's good. Nice, Rich. Let's go, buddy. You've got it as well. Punching up. That's it, Meg. I know you don't want to do too many more burpees or down ups. Let's go. Quick, quick, quick. 1 minute 40. Let's go, Lindsay. So last push. This is it today. 90 seconds left of the entire day. Okay. So Those lunges, all about the rhythm, all about the arms. Down ups, trying to be really light at the bottom. Can you sort of get those hips up high, piking up in the down up? Okay, and hitting those sit throughs. Lindsay's got the sit throughs absolutely sussed out. Okay. So it's funny, 40 seconds. Funny the movements that you see happen in CrossFit a lot. And I think sit through should be one of them. 30 seconds. Okay. There's not enough rotation. Okay. Sit throughs are great for that. 40 seconds. 20 seconds, not 40. Last little push. Ten seconds. In 5. In 3, 2, 1. That is it, people. Well done. 23 minutes of solid work today. Should have been 24, but 23 minutes. Great effort there. Give yourself a break. Give yourselves a clap. Okay. So we do a similar stretch session. I think it was 2 days ago. Yesterday we did lunge flow. Today we're going to go back into that saddle stretch. Okay, just because we've hit those hip flexors and things like the down ups, the sit throughs at the end, the sit ups. Okay, so we are going to hit a saddle to start with. Okay, so when you've got time, it's going into that saddle stretch. So it's taking the saddle, giving it some time. We'll give it about a minute. So you might even start just quite subtly, maybe for the ankles, maybe like a tall saddle, just seated up. Okay, and then you can go through, and I want you to go through now, and you will do now as well, the archer stretch, yeah. So go over, you can go one over, one behind, opening up the chest. So about 30 seconds on each. I'm just gonna go through my lats, they need to be more flexible. I quite like the lat one because then I also drift out to the side. I can load one leg up. Sort of 10 more seconds. Three, 2, 1. And we're going to the other side. That's much tighter. So these sort of 10, 15 seconds. Okay, so from there, we are not going to stay in that saddle, but you're going to now drift backwards. Okay, so you can reach over backwards in the saddle. So you go more into the hips. Okay, this hip flex, you can drive the hips up high. As you get a bit looser, you can go lower down if you want as well. We'll spend a minute in that saddle. I forgot when we got in there. I think we've got about 30 seconds. So halfway through. So last sort of 12 seconds. Slowly coming out. And then we're going to just do finishing up today in a double pigeon. Okay, so double pigeon, what I'd call it, you've got a cross shin forward fold. So you could just do that and have one shin in front. Okay, or you can just stack one foot over the top. Okay, so I've got my right leg over my left leg, sitting on top of the left leg. Okay, we're just going to spend about 30 seconds on each. We're going to be leaning forward. Okay, so you're stretching out to the lower back, the glutes as well, just to where you're comfortable. Okay. But same thing, 30 seconds roughly. Quite a short stretch. We'll probably go a little bit longer than 30. Quite a slow, sort of passive stretch today. Getting really stuck into the hips. They worked hard. Glutes worked hard with all those pistols and the rotations. So in 5, you're going to come out and then just change legs. So you're just going to keep up with the same stretch, but we're going to change. If you're cross shin, you're just going to have one. You're going to change which foot's in front. Or if you're in the double pigeon, you're just going to put the other foot on top. Okay, and then the same thing is going into that movement through there as well. So you could do that. You could stay nice and tall. We could even focus on, instead of leaning, you could also play with some rotation as well. I can see Kim obviously having to scale to that, so you can rotate through, other side as well. And then kind of leaning forward through it. So just playing with what feels better. In about 10 seconds or so. Okay, so slowly coming out. That's it for today. Okay, so good work, people.